Magandang Sabado. Oh my goodness. It is Easter weekend and this is like an incredible weekend and we have an incredible show today with my beautiful co-host. That's Linda Locke. How are you, my friend?
Good afternoon, Liz. I am doing simply marvelous today.
And that's right. And we have another beautiful co-host guest on the show.
Absolutely.
And that is no other than Miss Tia.
Thank you.
Thank you
for having me.
Yes, and it's all we're going to talk about this home warranty of America, right? And this is kind of where, why in real estate, when smart buyers, sellers, and realtors pay attention, they need to pay attention to home warranty. What happens when a deal closes and then something breaks, right? So the closing table, guys, is not the finish lines, So sometimes the real panic starts after the move-in.
Okay.
When the AC dies, the dishwasher quits, or the water heater taps out. Okay. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of home warranty, we like to introduce our guests to our listeners, and we'd like to get to know you a little bit more. You just didn't wake up one day and says, Mom and Dad, you know what I want to be when I grow up? I want to be a home warranty expert. Is that what happened to you?
It's not, no.
So, all right, tell us a little bit about yourself. And, are you from Chicago? Like, born and raised in Chicago?
Absolutely, and thank you for having me here. Thank you. Super excited. So I am born and raised in Chicago, Northwest Side.
Okay.
I have an incredible 14-year-old son who keeps me busy.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, the warranty industry, how did I get into this space? My background was merchandising, in which I truly loved. It was my passion. Life took a turn. My son's father passed away of cancer right before he was born.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you. So those nights and weekends, we had to take a turn, right? I wanted to be there for my son day in, day out. So I landed a position in the corporate office of Home Warranty of America.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a wonderful journey ever since.
So what was your first job? Because we had you at our Tuesday sales meeting as well, and you started from the very, very, it's not, is that the bottom that you started with or not quite?
Yes, yes and no. So I worked in their claims center.
Okay, that's not the bottom.
Right.
You weren't the mail woman, right?
Right, exactly. So I managed their claims call centers and sales departments. So I really got a good understanding of how the process works and really just how many claims are filed daily, massive, and the operations, the ins and outs before I stepped into the real estate world.
Wow. Because there's a lot of misconception about using home warranty, right? That I'd like a lot of people to kind of understand, because people go, oh, that's a waste of money. It doesn't work. But it does work because you've seen the claims, right?
Absolutely. And not only that, just this past year, we covered over $208 million in claims.
$208 million. Wow. That's just in 2025?
Correct.
Wow. And you're nationwide, right?
Yes.
Right. So, okay, so let's go back. You got a job at Home Warranty of America. Where are they based?
So we were originally family owned here in Buffalo Grove.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, of course, they built an amazing business and then decided to retire. We are now owned by Rely, which I truly love. I mean, the CEO, they're based out of New Jersey. What I love about my company the most is that any ideas that my homeowners might have or my real estate professionals might have, I'm able to pick up the phone at any time and call the CEO or our incredible national sales manager, Jeff Vallis. And if it makes sense, they implement it, they listen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's in these days kind of unheard of, right?
Yeah.
So from that claims department, you're seeing all these you answered customer calls, you answered customer frustrations, whatever that may look like. How long were you in that position?
Managing, I was about 5 years. Yeah.
Okay, and then what happened?
Opportunity. I had many people in the corporate world in real estate also managing the calls and working directly with the real estate offices, asking, come see us, and one of the reasons why I made the leap to go out into the field and work was based on how many claims we would see filed on the new real estate, new home buyer side. And I felt like we needed more people to understand the benefit of a home warranty after you close. And the real estate industry needed more education on that area too. So with that being said, the position came up and I took full advantage of it. And, I love the flexibility. I love my partnership with all of my real estate professionals. They become not only my friends, but like family to me and my son.
That's right. That's right. So you mentioned about statistics, okay? Like you shared that last night with my team. That's some like really disturbing statistics that you said that, how many months pass after closing do percentages of like claims happen?
Yeah, so it's about 30%, and then 75% of homeowners experience repairs.
Wow. 75%. So you're talking 7 to 8 people out of 10 people would have some kind of repair, and this is after they've already done their home inspection, right? They've done their home inspection, they move in, and something breaks down.
Correct.
And what typically do you see breaks down?
Well, from our stats of last year, plumbing was number one. I'm sorry, appliances were number one. Appliances were number one. Number two is your AC, your HVAC systems.
Wow.
And a lot of homeowners, they don't have the
$6,000 for the most part, right?
Exactly.
For the
after
AC.
Closing,
Wow.
So we offset a huge out-of-pocket cost for them.
Okay.
And this protects our real estate professionals too, because a lot of our business is based on making sure that you're not just taking care of them through the closing, but also afterwards.
So, going back into your role with a corporation, what is your role?
What is my role right now?
Yeah, so you went from the claims,
Yeah.
and
then I
we're
went
seeing
into
that
sales,
into sales.
or managing the claims departments.
I see. And then today your
And
role
now
is?
my role is I'm an outside sales account executive.
I see.
So
I see.
I go out and I work with real estate professionals, teaching and educating the benefits of the home warranty.
And do you have a territory, or you're pretty much like covering all of us?
I pretty much cover almost half of Illinois. I've built my business pretty well, I do have an amazing rep, Julie, who covers north of Illinois.
Okay.
But aside from that, I pretty much cover.
North of Illinois would be
Yes.
Wisconsin, right?
Yes, the borderline of
Yes.
there.
Yeah. So
North Shore.
North Shore.
area.
Oh, I see. I see. So, but you live like a little bit north too, right? So,
Yeah.
so you're all over, the Chicagoland area, pretty much. So, so you're educating, and this is kind of what we're trying to do here is educate, okay? And what I'd like to do, what I'd like the listeners to kind of like do is like, next segment, we're going to talk about just the buyers only, okay? Then the following segment, we're going to talk about the sellers, why they need, and then we'll talk about the realtors again, okay? So stay tuned. It is Easter weekend, the Holy Week. Tomorrow is Easter, and Linda, you have some activities that you're telling people that will be fun about celebrating Easter.
Yes, well, coming up this weekend in Chicagoland, Saturday afternoon and evening is loaded with energy. If you want a powerful cultural experience, August Wilson Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is on at the Goodman Theater with Saturday performances at 2 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Then, if you're ready for the big musical stage, The Wiz rolls into town with that bold, feel-good Broadway energy that makes a night in Chicago feel electric. And when the sun goes down, Glow Wild at Brookfield Zoo, Chicago turns the evening into a glowing, wonderful wonderland of lanterns, wildlife inspired displays, and pure visual wow. This is the kind of Saturday that starts classy, gets colorful, and ends unforgettable. That's coming up this weekend in Chicagoland. Stay tuned for more.
That's good. That's good. Well, we're going to move on to the second segment soon. And what we're going to talk about is the misconceptions by buyers, first of all, in terms of this is the one piece of the business that they don't seem to think is that important. So Tia, these are the questions that we're going to ask you, but most importantly, for buyers, what are they thinking about home warranty? What's the biggest misunderstanding that people have when they hear, what do you do, right? What do you do? What is home warranty? Are you insurance? That's the question, right? So stay tuned, guys. We have more to go here at Good to Know with Liz Goodchild. And as we talked about, home warranty with Tia.